Hi everyone. So in this video, we'll quickly set up a discovery server. So it would be a separate service which would run on one particular port and other services would register on this service. Okay, so let's quickly create that. I'm I'm creating a new project from start.spring.io. Okay, for app discovery server. Okay, and other things will keep as default. Here, remember to include this dependency known as just search for discovery server. You will see this dependency known as Eureka server, Spring Cloud Netflix Eureka server. Okay, include that and generate the project. Quickly extract. Let's open that particular folder which we extracted. So when you open the folder, it starts importing the dependencies which we have included. Okay, so it starts resolving the dependencies. So give it some time to resolve the dependencies. Okay, we show here on the right bottom corner. Inside app discovery server. What happened is that when we extracted, it happened two times, one in the same folder, one inside. Okay, so let me shift to delete inside folder because we already have an extraction here which contains SRC and other stuff. So we don't require SRC. This is enough for us. Okay. And if you go to pom.xml, you will see Spring Cloud Starter Netflix Eureka server being added in the list of dependencies. Okay. So it has included, it has resolved the dependencies. Now we can go ahead and set few things up. So one thing which we need to include here is we need to tell Spring Boot that this is a discovery server. Okay. Enable discovery Eureka server. So that is the name. If you don't remember the annotation, no need to remember all this stuff. You can find it online in the internet. It's very easy. Okay. See, don't take headache in remembering things which you can find out easily. Okay. And engineers' forte lies in, uh, you know, bridging what is available to what is required in the use case. Okay, so that is where an engineer comes into picture. Okay, so you don't have to reinvent the entire wheel from scratch. Things are available. You just need to know what is required for your use case, which is what we are doing here. See, I could have created PPTs uh, and told you about discovery server, but I didn't do that because it is 2024. You are expected to use chat GPT. Okay, I can't tell you to not use that particular technology. Okay, so I'm also trying to learn, make you learn in that way. Okay, that okay, if somebody wants to learn about discovery server, he would go to chat GPT and ask about it. So that's what I did. We got the points. Then as a tutor, I come in explaining those points to you and obviously demoing it, uh, you know, with code. Okay. Because if somebody is doing it for you, it becomes easy for you to understand. Okay. Now, uh, so we included this annotation. Now, second thing which we need to do is we need to include a few properties. The application name is app discovery server, which is fine. Let's put the port. Generally, it is 8761 for the discovery server. I don't know why is that, but that's the norm. So let's go with that. And there are a couple other properties which I don't remember. Let's quickly get it from ChatGPT. Basically, the properties, which tell the server that, it is the server, not the client. Okay. Yeah, Eureka client register with Eureka. So this needs to be false because a server need not register itself to itself. Okay, which is like quite funny if you think about it. So a client needs to register with Eureka. Okay, so when we will create a client which would want itself to be registered with our discovery server, this particular app property would be a true. There is one more property, fetch registry. Okay, so this is also not required. Whether this instance should fetch the registry information from the Eureka server. So we don't want to fetch the registry information from the server itself because the service itself is a server. Okay, so this also is a false. But for the other clients, other services, which would register with discovery server, this would be a true. Okay, this is also false. So I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and run our application. Okay, Tomcat started on port 8761. Let's go ahead and see what we get on port 8761. We will get some default uh, dashboard there. So this is the dashboard. We are getting on port 8761 where we have basically uh, configured the discovery server. So currently there are no instances available. Once we enable instances or register the client instances with this discovery server, they will start appearing here. Okay. So in this way, we have been able to set up a discovery server. In the next video, we will see how we can register a client app to this discovery server. Okay. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Hope you like the video. Uh, for the code, link is there in the description. And if you need any help in building large scale software solutions or AI automation solutions, you can get on a quick consultation call. Again, link is there in the description. So until next time, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.